Hi, my name is Dave Fowler. My company is David's Kitchen Design, and I've been designing kitchens for 15 years. I've owned my own company for the last five, and I sell kitchens. I design kitchens for companies. I design kitchens for contractors, kitchen companies as well. What I do is I design amazing kitchens, not just do average kitchens, and I also help people set up kitchen companies as well from scratch. So we're going to talk today about starting a kitchen company for less than $10,000. Now, why did I put that out there? Because I believe that you can, number one, it's a real thing. You can start a kitchen company for less than $10,000. You can even, if you're a contractor that has an existing business and is missing out on kitchens, you can actually start it for less than that. And I can show you how. But what we're going to talk today about is five steps to doing that. And the first one we're going to talk about is going to be that you need to set up a showroom or an office, I do believe. Now, can you start a company without a showroom? Yes, you can. Do you need a small office? I believe that you do need an office for people to come to meet you at. Can it be done out of a home? Certainly. If you have maybe an office type setting in your home, that is good too. So then let's talk about what are we going to do to set up a showroom to show our products. So what do we need for our products that we need to show people? We need some doors of the vendors that we deal with. We also need a sample cabinet that shows what's inside of the cabinet that we're selling. And then we also need to show them, samples and things like that. If we want to design kitchens, and let me ask you this, the main thing that sells is designs and also a proper presentation when you go into a person's home. So basically, what we're going to look at is two things for success in a kitchen company, and that is designs that are amazing that sell kitchens and a proper presentation. Now, many designers are not necessarily great salespeople. They can be very technically oriented, but not really social. So when you find a designer that has both the combination of social skills along with great design skills, which takes a long time to acquire in a lot of cases. I teach kitchen design. I also teach 2020, and I know Pro Kitchen to a lesser degree. I mean, I worked in it for about 3 years. I'm not a big fan of Pro Kitchen. I was very fast, and I should say, not to a lesser degree, I should say. But I like 2020 for its speed and a number of other things that make it easier to design in. That being said, so you need to consider, do you want to buy a program? Do you want to teach somebody? If you have a wife or a kid, a child that works for you that wants to learn design, or a employee that works for you that wants to learn design, or do you want to learn design yourself? It takes a lot of time to do design when you're new at it. And I do offer on the job training programs as well for people, for employees and such that want to learn design. I feel that most people, although not everyone's capable of this, can probably learn in about a couple months. And so through taking my classes, through an on the job training program based a lot on commission, um, I feel that they can learn kitchen design in about 2 to 3 months. That being said, is not everybody's cut out for it, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. So let's talk about some other things that we need to set up. So the just to give you a clue, the design program, which I recommend 2020, is about $2,500. The showroom is going to run you, or an office is going to run you anywhere from 500, I feel, to $1,000. I think you can do something like that, not necessarily in every place. But I have two offices in Prescott, Arizona. Two rooms, I should say, for they're about 14 by 14, so they're pretty good size. And I have my sample doors here, and I also have my laptop here with a design program on it where I could sit and design with people. So let's talk about what else we need to do to take place in starting a kitchen company. It takes time. I can show you how to advertise for free on Facebook and other ways, but because I do that every day, I spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours advertising as well as doing my other work. But I work a lot of times till midnight, from like 7 in the morning or 6 or whatever till midnight. So you need time to dedicate to starting a kitchen company. Now, let's talk about advertising and marketing. You need to become a walking billboard for your company. And basically, what I do is I hand out cards everywhere. I probably call my formula is 10 contacts a day by email, by calling them, and by sending them a message on Facebook or LinkedIn. So usually what I do is I send 10 people a message on Facebook. They only allow you to send so many and it kind of cuts you off. And then from there, I copy their email. I put it into my email and I send them a letter and it's always the same letter to each person. So if you take 10 times 300 and just say, I don't know how many working days you have, 300 days in a year, that's 3,000 contacts in the end. And so I feel that that's a good number of contacts. And out of that, you ought to be getting uh, leads and work. However, I will say this, I think the most important is calling people. Yeah, they talk about emailing people, they talk about, everything being so technically oriented, but I think in the end that people still like to deal with individuals. They like to basically talk to a human being, and that's important. And I think it's very important in my life. I think it's very important to most people that they talk to somebody about what it is you have to offer. You can better explain it and so on. When I call somebody, I say, "This is David Fowler with David's Kitchen Design. Thank you for taking my call. We are a kitchen design company. We also teach 2020 in kitchen design. We also, if they're local within Arizona, I sell cabinets to them. I can sell cabinets nationwide too. I have dealers, but I really kind of would rather work with a local company, like maybe what you're looking to start out with out in your area. For example, I'm helping an individual in Illinois right now start a kitchen company. I'm helping some people in Florida start kitchen companies. So what I'd rather do is partner with them, design the kitchen for them, and then give them the business. And the way it usually works is if you're making $10,000, I'm making 2,000 off that for my work, but you're making eight. So it's based off the gross profit. And of course, we're buying from wholesale vendors, whether you buy it through me or whether you buy it or I set you up individually with that vendor, you're buying at a wholesale cost. You're not buying it from some place. People advertise that they're wholesale and they're not. So we really don't want those people, but you're buying it wholesale and you're selling it at retail. Wholesale might be $10,000 and you're selling it for 20. So you're gonna make 10,000 off it. Again, my take on that is $2,000. Your keep on that is $8,000. So you can see that if you could add 4 or 5 kitchens a month, you'd be doing pretty well. So and I have the ability through Zoom to contact your customer on your behalf and to sell the kitchen to them and close it and everything and collect the money for you. All I need is measurements on the front end from you, and we can set you up that way. Then The last thing that I talk about, and I do this in both my classes on my website as well. I have three now actually, which I have to put the other one on, but it basically one is on standardizing your process from beginning to end to design, from design, sell, all the way to finish, and for the customer being happy and punch list. And then the other one is designing amazing kitchens in 2020. It has a lot of design principles, whether you use 2020 or something else. And I design by workstation. So the sink is a workstation, the refrigerator is a workstation, the island's a workstation, and the cooking area is a workstation. So there's four workstations that I've defined that I suggest selling, both selling, it's my system kind of thing, and designing around that. That way you get a agreement from the customer. But anyway, that's in my other class on selling kitchens. So if you work with us, so if you go to franchises, they can be anywhere from from $80,000 entry to running $125,000 6 months into it before you know it. And I talked to a lady who actually bought one and she wanted to get out of it. And she'd gotten like four leads from them the whole time in 5 months. And she put out about $125,000. So I work off consulting fees. And, I charge a good amount hourly, but it doesn't come anywhere near to what a franchise would charge you that you are required to pay with a franchise. Therefore, all I have to say about that is that I think I can offer you a much more reasonable alternative. Um, my monthly fee in a lot of cases is $1,000 a month, um, and then plus the 20% of the gross profit, and that's kind of for a lot of designs. Basically, they're included in that 10 designs. So we can get you set up at a much more reasonable price. Again, I can train any of your employees that want to learn design. I can train you that want to learn design. We can get you set up with 2020 as well. I am not a dealer for them. I have no personal interest other than the fact that I love their program and I feel it's the best thing for people. So we'd love to work on your behalf at David's Kitchen Design. Go to my website at www.davidskitchendesign.com. I have a $60 course on there for selling in people's homes, how to rock kitchen design and sales in a 1 to 2 hour appointment in a home, customer's home. Then I have the other class on fast ways to design amazing kitchens in 2020. I've sold over 200 and no, I've sold over about 308 now, 308 classes worldwide on kitchen design and also on selling. And so, check me out. If I can help you in any way, feel free to call us at 480-620-4284. We'd love to give you a free evaluation of your company and talk to you about how we might be able to help you out. Have a great day and thank you for your time.